an adjustment and squeezes the middle of the floor, gets 2 and 3 players in the middle, then you have to kick it out. But until they do that, keep driving it.
Look at the shooting in the second half. Michigan State 46%.
That's a good no call right there.
You might view it one way, Alfonso might view it another way, I might view it a third way, and that's the human element of the process. But I would say,
but we've had a couple of threes leave. The 14's moving on. They go inside.
Accumulate fouls. They're getting offensive rebounds because they wanted second chance points because of the missed shots.
Graham, another March Madness, the winner advancing to the Sweet 16 to face Notre Dame in Cleveland.
Ron Baker. Oklahoma, get that ball to Tayshaun Thomas. Feed that big fella till he burps. Woodard swings it. Heald offers it up.
Now on all these screens. McKay back on the floor for the Cyclones. Woodard hits Heald wide open.
The play. Dayton is shooting 67% in the second half, but only 15 field goal attempts. Pollard drives in the second half. Dayton is 1 of 5. Oklahoma is 1 of 6. Half-court set for the Flyers. The drive, Pollard. Dayton leads by 5. Pollard on the outside. Moves towards the rim. And someone for the younger guys to look up to. Work ethic and great hand. Great hand. Tremendous hands. 5-4. Dayton in front. Jump shot.
With 9, 6.5.
And from a guy who's shooting 41% from the field and not really known for his offense.
Trying to slip it inside, and he finds
Out of the pool party today, he was deep in prayer and meditation.
You still have that sign that says "I am a watermelon"?
I do.
Here's Elliott Pitts.
Bring out Coach Thompson's squad here with Georgetown that can flat out play.
Jabril Trolick made that pass out to the perimeter and then just stood there shaking his head up and down and nodding yes because he knew that one was going down.
Get into a set here with Smotrich. Entry, double,
Already after Sunday's win against number 4 Wisconsin. His top 5 winning program history. Now a 6-point lead on number 11.
Unlike the last game, this will be a slower tempo game. More deliberate, execute.
Inside.
Basketball under a minute.
And if you're the Bulldogs, you want to get the basketball in his hands.
Dunham for 3. No.
Jonathan Holmes, just like you said, is an everyday player. That means practice games. He plays the same way. Doesn't have nights off. Might not play well, but he doesn't take nights off.
Here's Dunham, another 3. And he missed.
They've been bringing a lot of heat, but Wofford has really handled it extremely well.
Cochran for 3. That NCAA tournament. Cochran for 3.
Quentin Chivas on the board for the first time. Reggie Johnson has taken 5 of the first 8 shots for Hampton.
That was about all there was to see.
Yeah, he basically saw the whole time. And then he said you should come to Cedar Rapids, and he said he didn't want any part of Cedar Rapids. He was happy. Yeah, too big, too much traffic. Snyder.
On you over the top again.
Oh, boy. Rozier, jump stop, kick out. That's for 3. Nope.
Mental edge. The next one thing you have to do as a player, too, Vern, is forget about the first half. There's nothing you can do about it.
Jump stop, and a nice Glaciers director here for a long, long time. Retired now. And I said, you got a pretty good crowd. He said, yeah. It's not bad.
30-ish.
from the corner, no.
In there, but expect most of these starters to go 35 minutes or so.
Onawaku is on the floor now, number 32. Provides a large presence. How about that?
And Rozier, as we noted earlier, has done a very nice job transitioning largely over to point guard. He takes a handoff from Mathiang from 18 feet.
Louisville's going to take their chances of pushing Lacey out on the floor. He's still 5 of 10. Not a bad first half that he had. 12 points. And then the rebounders go to work.
Blackshear foul.
They make winning plays.
Blackshear for 3. Way short. Different animal that they're up against here in a Northern Iowa team that for a lot of people is going to make a very deep run in this tournament.
Well, they can't wait. They've got to start. They've got to try to win these first 4 minutes and carve that lead in half if they can. No double team coming on Tuttle.
Player late, and that's Cameron Boone.
But Mark, I also want to say, you know, another team that Northern Iowa reminds me of, we did the Wisconsin comparisons. They remind me a lot of Virginia. And I love the way Virginia plays. They don't get enough run. They guard you every night.
Is magnified because of the pace of the game, and I would imagine now UNI would really run their offense and try to run some time off the clock.
And also the first bucket for Wyoming since halftime in the 3 games in the Mountain West Conference tournament. And of course, as we mentioned, hit that go-ahead 3 to beat San Diego State in the final. Nice. This is Mitchell now to Tuttle as we move just under the 11-minute mark in the first half. Nice find.
Turk, 6.5 to play. High post, Tuttle. Now busts out between the circles. Right side angle, Morgan lobs for Tuttle down low. Head fake, reverse layup.
Particularly, but offensively, I think missed opportunity. They settled for jumpers when they could have driven Kansas deeper into foul trouble.
Done to point guards in this tournament, and would love to see him turn it up a little bit.
There's a nice ball.
Take what the defense gives you. They're going to take him away offensively. He's going to make the other guys better.
Arizona's got 6 turnovers. Badgers have 2, approaching 4 to play. Got to let these young men play. Let them play it out.
Just because Eddie Jordan thought the matchup was better and liked the size of Daniels better than the shooting ability of Williams. Decker.
Daddy Kane. Mismatch in the bucket, man.
Hard Arizona. The Badgers are going to have to get that straightened out.
Well, to start the second half for Wisconsin, here's Koenig off to Gosser. Kaminsky has the ball. He'll put up a 3.
So he can feast on people.
So many ways this Badger team can hurt you, especially if you're overmatched like Nichols is. This is another way with Gosser's 3. That one.
Sean Thomas for the board. And 7 rebounds now for Ryan Spangler. 34-32 Sooners. Cousins puts it on the deck. Healed on a cross. Healed inside.
Overtime victory tonight. They are in the state championship in their division out of Huber Heights, Ohio. The overtime started. They won at 57-50.
Second half. This is Hankerson. Inside Cook, wide open. Miss.
Been the one who has really excelled in this game and overscored.
Jesperson 3 threes, 13 points for Ben Jacobson.
I think Michigan State needs to get the ball in Trice's hands.
That's a pretty long kick.
Trice, no.
Trice in forms or a post up.
Forbes down low.
39-34. Trice off a screen, mid-range, got it.
game to be able to exercise and execute fundamentals.
There are a lot of games this year where that would have turned into transition for Notre Dame, maybe an easy layup, but Kentucky got back quickly. Connaughton, little jump hook, no. On Rakeem Christmas in the ACC.
You can see why. When he has the ball in his hands, good things happen.
Connaughton against Martin.
That was a very difficult shot.
Our guest, who's been over there on the bench for a while, started here in overtime. And Thad Matta, especially when Russell comes off that high screen and roll. Shaka told us yesterday, I don't mind all the switching, but there was a breakdown defensively there. Not a lot of communication in the back line.
Both teams have enjoyed 5-point margins. This is Norton. His dad is the women's basketball coach at UAB.
3 assists, but the points in the paint, as Ali just mentioned with that interview, we've talked about it at the beginning. Everybody talked about it in the studio.
Nice screen jumper.
Big game today. Arizona, a tremendous rebounding team.
And really at both ends of the floor. I think Tate at some point in time is going to have time on Stanley Johnson. 2 freshmen locking up against one another.
Scott to Amir Williams, who is huge.
Wichita State, Reese, has shot 60% in the second half. And when you look at what Jayshawn Tate and D'Angelo Russell, Shannon Scott, and Mark Loving have done in this game, they've got 23 of 40 from the field. I mean, that quartet has played extraordinary.
Ramp up the defensive pressure. Ron Hunter just told his team Xavier is too comfortable on offense right now.
7 straight points for the Musketeers. R.J. Hunter has not scored this half.
And Harrell very active. He's come off. Hunter's come off 5 screens.
17 points at halftime. Very quickly, they've shaved a couple of points off that deficit with just over 2 minutes gone by.
Guys working the shot clock down. They clear out the right side. Utah off a screen.
Back up. He comes in and gives them some very, very good minutes out front. They're switching it up again with their man-to-man defense. And don't let Iowa State get comfortable shooting the long-range jump.
That's the managers. He went spot by spot around the three-point line. He's put a lot of extra time in. When he was in high school, he never had to shoot the three.
Russell to get that ball far down the court with one flip of his wrist. Created that opportunity. Great play. Now it's 5. Top inside by
Trying to get in his head. I love this kid. This kid is cut from a different cloth.
Russell has a game high, 4 assists. Shot may not be falling, but the assists are falling into the hands of others.
Here comes Cully Stein.
And stay in your defense. Don't let them bait you outside.
Ulyss Harrison for 3.
That knocked off that conversation, but that team was special. Larry Johnson, Stacey Augman, Greg Anthony, Anderson Hunt, George Ackles. Pretty good memory, man. Look at this.
Wichita State needs to utilize him, although Indiana in the zone right now can't match up man-to-man.
Baker just 3 of 13 from the
stretch for BYU. We'll see if Wichita State can capitalize.
The game had no offense. He trusts Chris Dunn. You get 5. Backdoor. There it is.
I would do this all the time. Force Dunn to turn. Dunn goes backdoor in reverse.
Lane, and then get their kick out. Virginia's nice cut sets it up. How about that?
Quite a fight today, but they're going to come up short.
Nice. There's that back that they do so well.